But then after investigating, there is this mystery hole.
Here he comes.
Good Lord, look at this muck. Is that even soil? Does this make sense? Turning dirt, and I wish you guys could smell it. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm even talking about. Alright guys, welcome back. So, done with harvest. Finished that yesterday. Now we're focusing on tillage. We got both 5200s going. They are 900 acres behind us. They were right on us towards the beginning of corn harvest, and then we got that 7/10 of rain and we kind of shut them down for a while. And so they're behind. They're behind, but they're doing their best. Anyways, this morning, we've been waiting for our shovels to show up for the shanks on this 4200. And I think we're gonna test them out, see what we think of them. We had it in some corn ground with the shanks. Just did one round at the farm to make sure everything was set right when we were there and didn't need to change anything. But they're retractable shanks. They're hydraulically powered, so you run it in continuous flow and the shank comes down, and I think they're more so set up for like anhydrous. And when I was talking to Salford, I'm like, you know, it'd be kind of cool to have something for in conditions where you want to drop the shanks down, get it a little blacker, maybe harder ground. So we'll see. So that's the tractor that was on Eric's grain cart, or he was running it all fall, and now it is getting put on tillage. This bean field was waiting for a VR spread, so it didn't get tilled with the rest of it, and now we got it spread so they can till it up. Well, it gets it really nice and black here because there was no crop. Who doesn't like some tillage? I love watching it. It just fascinates me. It doesn't matter what tool, whether it's a shank tool or a disc tool, just turning dirt, and I wish you guys could smell it. It is so great. So like I said before, we were waiting for the tips, or the spikes to show up. They didn't until, well, they did like in the last week of bean, or last few days of bean harvest, and then we just didn't have time to put them on. We finally got them put on, so this is what they're doing. Like I said, they're kind of like an anhydrous spike, just less the tube that puts the anhydrous down. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm even talking about because I've never been around an anhydrous bar to know, but I was told they're like anhydrous spikes. So, am I being shot at? Someone's cutting loose. So, like right there, that is, good Lord, look at this muck. Is that even soil? I noticed they're tripping quite a bit. They're hydraulic. I could put more force on them, but I don't know if I want. I'll let them trip because this gumboe stuff it's just really hard. You can turn it up from like 700 pounds of down pressure to like 1300 of hydraulic force, and then they trip if they hit something. But there's what the ripper point is doing right there. So it looks like it's set up at about my hand's depth, 6 inches, 6 or 8. This tool does really good in soybean ground without the shanks, but it's something different. It's kind of cool. This ain't even soil. This is a horrible place to take it to test it out. Yeah, you wouldn't be putting anhydrous on this ground. It don't seal up at all, which we don't typically put anhydrous on this ground. We put it on our lighter ground because it ain't gonna seal up. That's evident. It is just so hard here. So this is 15-inch spacing shanks. So the rear ones are showing up more than the front ones. The rear ones are the last thing on the machine. Right here, right here, right here. Right here is the lead shanks, and then I suppose the coulters are kind of throwing dirt around on it. So that's why it looks a little, you can see the little streaks. Oh my. Some of this ground that we have. This is one of the farms Grandpa owns. Ole's. It's called Ole's. It's get up into some residue here. Here we go. So what I kind of also like the idea of having shanks on there for is like headlands, any edge of the field, sprayer tracks, such as this one here, trying to maybe rip up some of that compaction. So I could see us not using the shanks down the field, but tell the guy, okay, when you're finishing the field, I want the shanks down to try to rip up some compaction, which it's bringing up chunks of slimy mud. And this bean stubble's laid for now probably 3 weeks, so she's pretty decomposed already. Well, we didn't forget a field. That's not why I'm in the combine anyways. I'm in the combine to go begin the dreaded job, blowing stuff off. So we blew off actually that 580 that's pulling that 4200, and the grain carts, we both blew off that, and the 9RX, and unhooked one of the grain carts obviously, and now we're gonna blow this head off and then maybe unhook it, and that bean head never got blown off, so we might do that. It's not the warmest out, but when you're working it stays pretty good. You stay pretty warm, but we got a nice breeze for it, so we're gonna take advantage of that, try to clean some stuff up. It's oddly satisfying job, but it also is kind of a sucky job because there's dust everywhere in your eyeballs and face and down your neck, and anyone that's done it knows exactly what I'm talking about. Man, I'm not even unfolded yet and he's already at it. One done? Just the head though.
It's not Brody clean though either.
I pass it. I think it's done good.
Better? Better than Brody clean?
Well, you want to go power wash it then?
No.
No, we're gonna go put this one in the shed. One thing we were looking at while it was getting cleaned off is all of the wear components here. So this is where the chopping happens, and surprisingly, like, show no wear. Little wear on that bolt. That is a knife, but the knife is in good shape. So I think this one's easier to blow off too because it don't have all that shielding.
Oh yeah.
For like the mower blade, and this stuff, it don't really throw the trash around under here, it just kind of throws it straight down too. So the underside was a lot easier to do, where really there was not much to do under there. So I give the roto disc a win for cleaning up. It's easier than the Horizon, but the Horizon's better than the Deere for cleanup. I don't know. I'll give it to Gehringhoff on their cleanup side. Their bean head was quick and their corn head seemed to be good too. All right, we're gonna go park this away. All right, feels like yesterday I was hooking up to this thing. 3 weeks, something like that. So we're gonna go put this where Brody's was sitting. Probably get a bean head, I don't know. 5 o'clock. We should be able to do a bean head before darkness. It looks really close. He's gonna put the foot, the leg that it sits on in, that I took out because I was sick of listening to it hit the stock stomper jingling it. He's doing that currently. Looks like he's saying bad words because he pinched his hand. Oh, nice. A bunch of corn fell out. Whoa! Jumpy hydro. So I'm gonna take this head and go set it where it's sat outside all summer, because I'm gonna put my head on there when we're done blowing it off, so that we can park it in the shed. I'd like to put this in the shed, but I only got 2 header carts, so and I don't have a shed that will fit this in, so I guess it's outside. This is so much bigger than a corn head. You get so used to 30 feet, or when you're running this 45, and then you go back to 30 feet or back and forth, and it's just so different. And believe it or not, they make a corn head this big. Can't imagine. I can imagine the size. I can't imagine how much corn is coming in at once, and the power that that must take. This is gonna go down for a record of how many heads I've been hooked up to in the 3-minute time frame. This one might not be so much fun to blow off because it's been rained on sitting outside for a while. Back to the fun. If you guys don't own a Solaire or some sort of large air compressor, I highly suggest spending the money. It is such a time saver and works so great. I know commodity prices aren't where people want to spend money, but that is a spot I would definitely look into. Well, just like that, we got her blown off. It's almost dark, obviously. Our eyes are full. We're ready to go to bed. Yeah. Had a neighbor stop over, grab a bolt, broken his ripper. It's like, would you have any? And I'm like, well, what's it on? Deer ripper. I'm like, I guarantee you I have about 15 of them. So, got him going with a bolt and about ready to wrap it up. We're gonna get this put on the trailer. Dad wanted this road to be 10 feet narrower than what it is, and it needs to be another at least 15 wider to get stuff like this through here without being out in the dirt. I can already tell you I'm crooked. Woo. And there she be. So there is a reason we started with my machine, not that it really matters, but we started with mine because it's over on lease hours, so if a neighbor calls and needs help or something comes up, we'll use Brody's. We'll keep him dirty for a few days here anyways, just in case someone needs some help. What did we end at? I never looked that up. Maintenance. 307 hours on this machine this year. This one probably got more than Brody's because he was broke down for, probably 10 hours throughout the season. So this one got a few more hours. Well, it's a not so beautiful Monday. It's very windy and cool. Do you want to explain what's going on here? The word I have in mind is
trouble.
Neglect.
Well, there's definitely that. Yes.
So this is Eric's farm.
This kind of reminds me of that sinkhole
Yes.
that we were standing around.
Yes.
It's becoming, what's the word?
It's popular.
Yeah.
We
Happening too often.
believe this is supposed to be an inlet. There's a little piece of cement pipe there, and it's in a low spot.
Pay no attention to the giant ragweed. That's
No, this is just water hemp. Everyone's got that. So every inlet out here, mostly every inlet needs just massive attention. Maybe we just did one that had many issues in a tee box.
really got into some stuff. 8-inch surprised me.
That's good. So it's all cement out here, right?
So far.
So we're just gonna dig down and hopefully that exposes the
Yes.
truth. The water scares me.
Yeah, this tells me so when I was driving over here, I was kind of hoping, okay, after that whole debacle of 19 tees and 80 couplers that we just used and a lot of hand digging, I was hoping we could just fix the vertical, the standpipe here. this tells me we can. But
this tells me it's gonna get involved again.
yeah, and the problem is we've got no map of this property. So
And it's,
digging down over there showed me that goes to an inlet over there, branches off. That one definitely comes this way. The outlet is in the southeast corner of the farm, so there's another inlet up there. They cut one of these hills. I don't know which way this
it's
goes.
fairly rolly out here, and they were motivated to
Yeah.
back in the day.
There's some potholes, and I'm not gonna say the crop was good, but they held their own in the year we just had. So
Well, believe it or not, here's the corn. So that hole that don't look like it's doing anything apparently does something, because this would have been a massive drowned out.
we've been duck hunting.
Well, go wreck something so I can fix it.
I'm gonna line up with it and pretend it goes that way.
I bet it goes that way.
You think she does a 90?
Well, that looks like a spot I would go if I was tiling it.
Something from there. I'll start digging on this side then.
Just hit it so we can replace it.
Okay.
So here's some of the goodies that we found in that other hole. This was, I think, he had this tore out before I got here. I don't know what this was. Lots of unique stuff. Sorry for the wind, it's just terrible. And then this was a rodent guard that, I don't know if the raccoons were bigger back in the day, but that's massive. I gotta go get a pickup.
Yeah, it was going pretty good till it wasn't. As you can see, the road is there. The approach is here. Tractor sits next to the approach, which is attached to the road, where I'm waiting for the service guy. Because there is an issue that causes the transmission to code out and give me a code. Yeah, that's the code. It seems like, more than likely, it's the, yes, I've tried to get a head start, which I failed. I did manage to get the center cap off, so I'm really helping productivity here. Just, that's gonna save me at least $50, I bet. I believe the shuttle shift has gone and left the chat, as they say. I've eaten my last sandwich. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I know all about it. We're gonna fix that problem. We'll just shut it off. You can talk to yourself, because I'm not looking and listening to you no more. Oh yeah. The Pac-Man dying is the satellite, what I call ET, sitting way over there. He loses power when I shut the key off, so I got all these nice little sounds to listen to, and I'm sure I'll be sitting here for another half an hour, about an hour drive by the time he gets out here. So that's what I'm doing today, sitting next to the gravel road on the approach, waiting. Here he comes. The mechanic is on his way. I see him. He's pulling up. Come along. Time to work now. Actually, it's time to watch him work. I'm just gonna sit here and watch him work. Okay, so one new left hand forward reverse lever, or is it lever? Whatever it is, it's new. And I'm back going back and forth. And we've got sprinkles. I don't know if you can see it, but there are sprinkles. And I looked at radar, and yeah, it's coming. So I believe they're talking maybe by the time the system is pushed through in the next couple of days of maybe an inch of rain. And as you can see, the mucky, this ain't gonna be good for me and scraping. If it's gonna do another inch, it might be done for the season. And as you can see, things aren't going good back there. I've got to put you guys down and maybe even put you away for the day. This was the last day before the rain. I sat on the headlands next to the road. So goes it. I'm out of here.
I know we didn't make a bet, but I was right. We found it. It's not very deep. This is definitely was the standpipe. You can see how they... Does this make sense? That's what it used to look like. She's junk. But I think the pipe is good. If we get on top and expose a little bit each way, hopefully we can just drop a T in and a few feet of pipe and it's not ruined. It looks like there's a bunch of trash been sucked down in here. Okay, it's 6-inch.
Where are we going?
Right like that. It's 6-inch, and what happened here is the standpipe got damaged at some point. This is our first year farming it. So a lot of times what happens with cement is if you drive over them, it'll actually break this T. That's cement. I mean, it can't take the load pushing down. So on a lot of our cement lines, either we've had failures or we've replaced it with plastic standpipes, at least for the top foot, so that if you drive over it with a planter or a combine, it compresses the plastic and don't wreck the main line. That's probably what's happened here. It looks like to the left, it probably ends shortly. It's full of dirt, but that way where the water flows, it looks like it's open and in good shape. So hopefully we just remove a couple of pieces here and put a plastic T in with a riser and connect it, and we should be good here. Cement pattern tile, which they did do, we've seen it, typically gets clogged because there ain't that inlet to actually allow water flow. He's the next Duggo in that thing. He's pretty good at it. I'll give him that. Okay, now comes the manual part. Volunteers? Well, see, this one is bad.
How can you tell?
But it looks like the others.
Yeah, so
Is this 5?
my knees are getting muddy.
I hope this ain't 5-inch. Look at it working. God, nothing makes me happier.
Okay, now hold on here.
What?
I gotta look again, but pull my underwear up.
Do you see bad things?
No.
God, I have the overwhelming temptation to just push down on your head
Yeah.
right now.
Hello? I don't see any trouble, and I can see about 25 feet, maybe 26, and I don't see where it goes to 8-inch, somewhere further down.
So we're more confused than ever now.
Maybe they downsized it to regulate the flow instead of dikes back then. They just changed their pipe size.
Oh.
You okay?
No, they poured cement around this.
Oh, naturally.
Yeah, this is all cement. Sacrete! Nothing to it but to do it. I might have to bill him for some new clothes after this. My gosh. Jeez. They'll never be the same. That's nice. So that's what was there, and now it's plastic. Was cement. I'm ready for closing.
Yeah.
Closing time! What's the rest of the words?
2 6-inch couplers.
That's 2 done. That's a lot nicer. That's beautiful. So unfortunately it seems like this is gonna have to be done to every inlet out here, which is, I don't know, 6 or 8 of them. We're gonna do it for 2 of them. This one was easy. It's pretty miserable out here. But every day above ground is a good day, right? How am I supposed to get in here now full of mud? Okay, I guess there's only 5 inlets out here. We just completed another one. That last one, this was an identical issue, 6-inch, did the exact same thing. So we've got 2 more, and one of the 2 sounds like really doesn't need repair, but like I said before, I think we might dig down and put a foot or something of plastic so we can drive over it and not damage the main line. Gotta make a diaper here so I don't wreck. See it? Oh, look. Looks like he had waffles this morning. Another one. This is gonna be, we don't really know what's going on here. So right there we can see exposed 8-inch, all destroyed and ruined. Came down here thinking that was the inlet, but then after investigating, there is this mystery hole and the water is running down this washout creek. I don't know if someone's made this, or I'm guessing someone's made this. Instead of fixing it, they just rerouted it from, I don't know. So we're gonna expose this, see what we got. I'm gonna guess the line goes like this, which brings us right next to that hole. So we're gonna expose this, see what we got. Probably go over and sit here and dig on top of the line. This might be a 30-foot replacement. The mud chunks are coming right at my face. Look at all this, just mass destruction. Hopefully you don't find mud. Or another hole. So, as we can see, this line is running directly to that hole. So we're gonna dig over this, try to follow it. Likely it's been all ruined and we replace it. This looks pretty decent here. This somewhat scared the heck out of me, but I have to just put him on camera because that is the biggest frog I think I've ever seen. Look at how big he is. He come out of this hole. That is a big frog. I didn't know they grew them that big. Do you know what you're doing?
When you got good dirt, you can grow it.
There you go. There you go. Conditions are deteriorating in the trench. Okay, we found no tile. It must just be this wet. Literally, this wet. It's running in out of the sidewalls. It's just running out of the ground. We continued in the direction that that hole was at. We continued farther to where this line would go. No sign of it. So we're going to coupler, because we don't have any end caps. We're gonna coupler into there and then gooseneck the pipe up, because we don't have the right parts to like put a T here, cap the end. It'll be fine. It'll be just fine. Something like that'll do. Little goosenecky action. You went and got some dry-ish dirt. Try and get around this thing. Owie, those are like boulders. Dang it. That hurts. That really hurts. Drops chunks of rocks on me, basically. Okay, once we get this all pushed back shut, we'll cut this off at the height it needs to be. Then we got an inlet, no more erosion, no more areas where skunks would like to just run right in the pipe. At least this way they gotta fall straight down, and hopefully that don't happen either. Very good. Okay, to the last and final one. There's what we got. If we look down there, hang on. You can see that it is, come on, work with me here. You can see there's a big chunk there. Kind of what I'm hoping is to be able to just dig down next to it and just shove a coupler in and up with a riser. It's kind of indented too. Divot out. Then when we're planting, we don't have to fear for our row units. Some manual labor required. So this one's got a break in the concrete, but they've got them like 45 and really nice, so the tile tape is gonna do work here. Honestly, I think that looks pretty decent. Just really load her up and yeah, I think it'll be fine. So now if we drive over this with a 2598. This will springy a bit.
Try to avoid.
Nice shot!
Is this normally how you put the plastic on?
I'm just getting ready for Christmas gift wrapping here.
Perfect.
So we've done every inlet out here now.
Yep.
That feels good.
Well, I got him all lined up to be loaded. And when he's done cleaning out his outlet, I'm heading back to the farm, see what we get into now. Whew, I'm glad that's done. It was very needed, but it's not the most fun job, but it's gotta be done. It's a lot better in the shop. So this truck was 300 miles away from an oil change, so it's getting an oil change. Greased it, it was very dry, needing it from after harvest. That truck is 1,500 miles over an oil change, so it's time for some maintenance. I think all the tires need to be rotated, but that'll be a maybe tomorrow deal. It is 5:15 now. It must be quitting time. So Brody and maybe Jordan were washing. So this truck's washed, Big Black got washed, and their trailers. So we're trying to quickly service these up so we can get them on belly dumps again for hauling gravel to my house, or future house. So we're trying to quickly run through them. Nice sounding kitty. The cab needs a massive detailing. It is so dusty. The dash is just, it's got dust everywhere. But what do you expect down at the Mn site? It's a whirling mess. All right, guys, I think that's gonna be a wrap. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Hope you learned something, and we'll see you guys next time.